All right, everybody, Dr. Frank Kern, once again, attorney at law, chief engineer with NASA, reinstated recently, chief engineer of NASA. Terrible decision on their part. Joined today by the lovely and talented.
Just Brett.
It's just Brett.
I have to come up with a theme song.
You really should. Maybe a theme rap.
I will.
A theme gangster rap. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to go through the 4-day cash machine. And man, let me tell you, as simple as this thing is, it sure does make money. This is essentially a countdown-based sale. And it's very simple from a technical standpoint. So we're going to build it here. First thing we do, we click on it, and then we copy it.
Make a copy.
We make it a copy. And so we're going to go to make it a copy. And we're going to name the product, new product, because that is very, very creative. I'm going to leave that extra E in there out of spite.
New product.
Yeah, that is the European spelling. I like one of those people who spell shop, S-H-O-P-P-E.
Yeah.
Yeah, the liquor shoppe. Okay, this is 4-day cash machine, new producte. Está muy bien. Está 20 years to wait for this to happen. Oh, all right, superb. So what we got here in this campaign is we got 3 components. We got your Infusionsoft component right here, okay? And we've got your actual pages, your megaphone component, okay? And then you got your fancy pants plus this stuff. So what me and you are going to do right now is we're going to plug the megaphone pages into the Infusionsoft part, which is really simple. Now, as you can tell, 4-day cash machine is always meant to be deployed to your existing list, usually as a bolt-on to the end of another campaign or as part of a contingency, or you could just do it spontaneously when you feel like getting a lot of money. So what we have are 2 pages that are used in the Palasadesa, or rather in the 4-day cash machine. So the first one's 4-day cash machine VSL. So we are going to simply go to, well, let's see, what do you want to do? You want to go wild crazy? Let's go to the edit button. Go to the edit button and we'll get the URL of that page right here. So I'm just going to copy it. And here's what I like to do, because we like to get a little freaky. Rather than going through the extra trouble of opening up a text document and pasting the 2 necessary URLs in the text document, I'm going to paste one right up here in my search bar because I don't want to do those extra steps. Boom, there it is. And then I'm going to go back over her to my pages, and I'm just going to open up the sold out one, because unlike the other what do you call it, campaigns in this one, we don't actually have to do as much complicating cutting and pasting with those campaign links. We can just go straight into the plus this. So what we're going to do is we have the URL, I've just pasted it here, of our actual VSL, and then we have the URL of our sold out page here, and we're just going to be using one of these in the plus this. And speaking of plus this, you know who's great at it? Brett. Just
right.
Brett.
Just Brett is great at just plus this. Okay, so we're going to go check a couple of things. One thing real quick in the campaign is we got to make sure we've got this all set up so that we're calculating the correct date. So we've got, again, with the 4-day cash machine, we got to calculate when the cart's going to close, or when the deal goes away, which is going to be 4 days from today. All right, so we just look back and we're just making sure we've got the timers all set right. 4 days. So now we're going to go back into plus this. We got to add 2 features. The first one is going to sit right here in this 4-day cash machine calculate close date, which is the what's the date feature. So if I scroll down here, we'll go to what's the date. All right, so what we're going to do once we're up in here is we're going to leave all this stuff the same. We're going to change this to 4 days, which is the number of days we're waiting. Now we're going to store that date into a field. We're going to add a new date field. We're going to call this 4-day cash machine cart closed. It's quite important that you name it exactly that. 4-day cash machine cart closed. Okay?
Gotta have the dash too.
Gotta have the dash. Dash is crucial.
Don't be dashless.
If you okay. So we'll create that field. Now what we have to do is take that and actually turn it into a date that will merge into an email. So we're going to click on date. We're going to save this. We're going to add a new text field. We're going to call this one 4-day cash cart closed. And again, crucial, it's got to be typed exactly like this, including the dash.
Don't be dashless.
Don't be dashless. Okay, create that field. Finish. And we're going to go ahead and click on the naming area, and we're going to give it a name, which is going to be calculate 4-day cash cart closed. Now, not as important that you name this exactly the same, but I would, because it's going to be more fun that way. Okay, so we'll click on add feature. This is going to now be copied. We're just going to click this. We're going to copy it, go back to the campaign and drop it right in this little HTTP post
Dear
section.
God, man, you're talking about cutting and pasting?
I know, it's ridiculous. And I even went so far as to tell you exactly what goes here, which is the plus this URL that you just copied. All right? So we'll make that ready. We'll go back to the sequence. The last thing we need to do in plus this is create a smart link. So we're going to go back to the feature library. We're going to click on smart links.
Continue to ignore the man behind the curtain.
And then now at this point, what we're going to set up is if somebody does not have a tag, so this is what happens in this campaign. Just to explain this real quick. A tag gets applied at the beginning, then a bunch of emails are sent, and then that same tag gets removed. In fact, we're going to check and make sure we've got the right tag that we're talking about here, right? So cart open is what's happening for the 4-day cash machine. Now, when that tag is applied, we want plus this to send them to the VSL. When it's not applied, which is either before or after this tag is applied or removed, we want them to be sent to the closed page or the sold out page. Thank you. So what we're going to put in this fallback URL section is the sold out page, which is this page here. See, it says sold out. So copy that, drop it in here. Okay, and then we're going to go to Megaphone again, and actually I guess we didn't need to do that. We're just going to copy this URL here.
From where I brilliantly put it up there.
That was actually pretty smart.
Time-saving brilliant.
Exactly. And we're going to go based on tags. We're going to say if they have the tag, which is 4-day cash machine cart open, then we're going to send them to that page. Right? We'll give it a name, Smart Link 4-day cash, add feature. Now what we're going to do is copy this link below. So we'll select this piece right here. We're going to copy this. And we're going to go back into the campaign, and in each one of these emails, we're going to paste that in as the link to the actual VSL that they're going to be getting. Okay, and then plus this is going to check: do they have the tag? If they do, it'll send them to the VSL. If they don't, it'll send the other way. All right. So you'll just drop this in like so. At some point today, this will actually work.
You should probably
Here we go.
use the force.
See, and look, I even gave you that plus this link section so you know to put
Gosh,
there.
man.
Boom. All right, so you just go through for each of these links and each of these emails in this campaign, and all you got to do is paste that over the top of what's happening inside those links, and you're golden.
Gold, Jerry, gold. Okay, thus concludes the architectural setup of the 4-day cash machine promotion with your host, delightful, lovely, and talented Dr. Frank Kern, attorney at law, chief engineer with NASA, recently reinstated, and just Brendan.